A very good morning and a warm welcome to one and all present over here, teachers. Thank you so much for joining on another interesting workshop. And this time we are getting into the details of parenting calendar. It's an interesting topic and a lot of emphasis has been given by Government of India towards parent-teachers meeting. And they made a very good document related to that. I think most of the teachers would have already seen that. If you've already seen that, you can put yes on the chat. If no, then you can mention no, we are totally unaware about it. Please speak about it, something like that. So let's quickly get on to the session. Today it will not be long. It's just decluttering of the CBSE circular. Hence, there won't be any questions on the reflection form. I'll repeat it. Hence, there won't be any questions on the reflection form today. So basically, it's about the circular released by CBSE. We're going to just reiterate it. One of the important challenges that a parent or a teacher or a school for that matter will face today is the confinement of an environment. Now, when I talk about confinement of an environment, it's very important for us to know that everything that's happening in the education system with respect to upbringing a particular student or a child, it is all about giving them the right environment where they can be nurtured, where the nature of a particular child is developed. I hope we are able to be on the same page. For example, if you go to a school, there is a certain rules and regulations which talks about discipline, probably. That'll make sure that once the child is out of the school, when they really go to the society, where actual interactions or socializing happens, we behave like disciplined human beings because that's what is required to be a human, something like that. If the school environment talks about being really fit and fine, for example, I remember the students of Sainik schools are always extremely fit because they give a lot of importance to PT. And when they come to the real society, then they become the fit citizens of India, something like that. So the point over here is, in order to create this surrounding, in order to create this environment of the vision of a particular education system in a particular school as well, it's important for the parents to make sure that that particular environment is properly protected. That means if the school says that you're not supposed to look at certain TV channels or certain channels of YouTube for that matter, the parents should know about it and make sure that environment is protected. If that protection of an environment or the confinement of an environment is protected properly, then the objective of the school and the parents can be well established. This was quite popular back in early days when Gurukul system used to exist, where the children used to go to an environment which is pre-selected. It's like, I'm going to this particular ashram or I'm going to this particular Gurukul and I'm going to study over there for probably 6 months, 8 months, 1 year, or even 5 years, and then I'll come back. Even now, residential schools have their own environment where a lot of rules and regulations are there. Indirectly, when these students are coming back to home, and if they are not able to protect or if the parents are not able to provide a similar kind of a setup at home, it becomes really challenging for the teachers when the schools reopen and the students come back to meet them again. It's like they've got some new habits and it is like a parasite. These new habits, good or bad, it could be anything. They'll try to go and talk to the other students. It creeps into the other systems. And then there is a formation of group and some children behave in a particular manner and some other children behave in different manner. Until the advent of technology, protection was quite possible. But the moment technology came into picture, the speed at which the children are getting exposed to things that they're not supposed to is comparatively way faster. The problem gets added when the parents and the teachers or the schools for that matter are not even aware about what the children are exposed to. So right now it is all about technology era, and this era is all about children doing things that the parents and the teachers do not know about. Hence, parent-teachers meeting over here in this particular circular emphasizes on close collaboration of parents and teachers. Parents should never be worried that the teachers are calling the parents, and teachers should never be afraid to call the parents. It's both an important area, and that's what we're going to discuss today, teachers. Let's quickly get on with the session, and I would like to wish everyone happy Easter Day. I think, yeah, today is Sunday, right? Okay, for that, I need to go to the parenting calendar. I need to share the screen, and this is how it should look like. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, right after Good Friday comes the Sunday. Happy Easter Day, a very auspicious day. Yeah, celebrated across India. This part I really like. Everybody wishes. Doesn't matter which religion you're from. In schools, everybody wishes for everything. That's very rare in a diverse country like India. Not to be something proud about, but something that should be a mandate. So here in this case, you're not able to hear me clearly. I can see that. And I need to increase my volume. Let's do that in a few seconds. In 3, 2, and 1. So you should be able to hear me in implementation.
Comparatively better? Say yes. Yes, it is. Let's quickly get on the session, teachers. Still volume has to be increased. I think it's increased, right? Not yet. Okay, let's go forward. So yeah, parenting calendar 2025. It's completely in accordance with the CBC circular. Let's quickly go on it. But before starting, I really want to play this video. It has got not much to do with the teachers. It has got a lot to do with mom, parents. It's like when you're there in the vacations, teachers are really happy that they get the holidays. But if you are a teacher and a parent, you're like, no chutti. Anyways, I'm going to be there at home. And I've got, instead of 40 children, I've got my 2 children who are equivalent to the 40, in fact. Listen to this. It's a fantastic advertisement by Google. You'll be able to hear the sound in 3, 2, 1.
Hey, Mom! What's for lunch? Hey, Mom! Hey, Mom. Where did dirt come from? Hey, Mom! I got laundry!
Hey, Mom, why does Fiona have 2 mommies?
Hey, Mama! Is it Thursday?
Does this look infected?
Hey, Mom! Hey, Mom! Hey, Mom!
Hey, Mom!
Hey, Mom! I'm stuck again! Hey, Mom! Hey, Mom! Give it to me. It's mine. Hey, Mom! Hey, Google, call Mom.
Calling Mom.
I just did a little bit of advertisement for Google Home Mini talking about mom. See, one of the most important, it's just not hey mom, it's hey dad as well. I can't really give up on that. It's too much at my home. But summer vacation is the time when these sounds really increase at maximum decibel levels. You don't bear it so much that you send your children for summer camps. That's very cruel of the parents actually. I'm not sure. just being sarcastic over here, teachers. Let's and exaggerating the situation. Let's quickly go forward and understand this. Look at this. Central Board of Secondary Education dated 26th March released a circular calling launch of the CBC parenting calendar for academic session 25-26. While CBC has been emphasizing on the discussions with the parents, NEP separately speaks about involving parents actively. I'll repeat it, actively and not really passively in the development of a child. In that particular format, they released this circular, which had a following document related to complete parenting calendar. While in this particular document, they really don't talk about the dates of parent teachers meeting. It is up to the school's jurisdiction to decide, but they emphasize on certain areas that the parent teacher meeting should definitely happen. I'm really confident that one day parent teachers meeting will also be recorded on the SQUAF document. If there are some school leaders out there in this session or who have actually filled up the SQUAF form, I'm pretty sure you're able to relate to what I'm actually speaking about. So the emphasis on this particular document is on schools as a community and parents as partners. I'll repeat it. The environment that we were talking about, or the confinement of an environment that we were talking about to protect the children's righteous environment exposure, we need to consider that school is actually a community and parents are partners. Moving beyond digital spaces to strengthen offline interaction. This is a very good move. A lot of parent teachers meeting right after the pandemic started becoming online in nature. It's really good, no doubt in that. It is able to make sure that even if the parents are not able to come from a different country altogether, if they're abroad, they're still able to be part of the meeting. However, it has gone to so much extent that Many schools do not have physical interactions even now, considering the logistic issues. It's not that easy also to conduct a parent teachers meeting. Just imagine, exactly on the parent teachers meeting is the day when you actually find the best dress that you have in the wardrobe and you put that and come. Do you really think that you can do that all the day or all days? It's difficult. Parent teachers meeting is exactly the day when the teachers prepare a little more than the parents. Do you really want to prepare regularly throughout the year? We don't do that, right? These are practical challenges and really practical. In fact, some teachers prepare so much, so well that this is exactly what the statement I'm going to talk for each and every child. Oh, that diligence with child is absolutely fine. But there are some times where some parents literally work on their English speaking skills to talk to parents. I'm talking about my mom, literally. So she used to really work on her English. Like, let me, have the right words or better words or complex words so that the parents get impressed by me. All such things used to happen. I really feel that that's an extra burden added to the teachers. But anyways, let's quickly go on forward. So here, with respect to moving beyond digital spaces to strengthen offline interactions, that's the focus. Strengthening parent support groups and peer interactions. This is very nice. There were a lot of times when the parents used to keep saying that I would like to have a separate session for us. You keep on advising us, ki do this and do that. Can you really conduct a session with probably a child psychologist or some psychiatrist who can come and talk about parenting or raising the child in this era of 2025? Trust me, teachers, a lot of schools are already doing it. I don't know if it's a very new thing, but I'm pretty sure the school where you belong to, there are some experts who are coming to the schools talking to the parents. This helps in two important things. One, you're literally giving them, genuinely giving them a very good awareness about parenting. Second, it actually increases admissions. It acts like a demo. This particular session acts like a demo for that particular region to increase. This is completely with respect to private schools, but still it acts as a very good demonstration. I done a lot of sessions and I got to hear like some admissions have got really increased because of that. Let us see, even if it is marginal, still it is an increase in admission, right? Remember, teachers, increase in admission is directly proportional to your increase in salary. Yeah, that's just a controversial statement. If it is not happening, I don't know. I'm just saying. Let's go forward. So in this particular document, what they've done is parenting calendar. They've nicely put four areas. They call it as the 4R network, under which the parents will have certain activities involved. The first one is relationship building. It's all about regularly meeting the teachers and knowing them. It has gone to a very large extent, actually. We'll talk about it. Second is rejoicing. It is all about the achievements that the child is doing. Then the reflection. What are the corrective measures that can be do? And then reinforcement, the activities that the parents have to do. This is called as the 4R network. And based on this 4R network, the complete document is listed out. For example, under relationship building, they talk about multiple times a parent and a teacher needs to talk. Now, what are those areas? How are they arranged systematically? We'll talk about that. Then they've also spoken about reinforcement through awareness programs, where there is a separate parenting skills workshops organized by the school for the parents, and this can be online and offline, preferably offline. Then there is something called as reflection. That means you have a certain parenting style or you have a certain child whose way of upbringing with your child is not really matching. So what else to be done about it? So that's called as reflection. And for this particular area, you can't really come and ask the maths and science teachers about how to give all these advices to the students so that they become really good. No, you can't do that. You really need some experts, and that's the reason CBSE emphasized on having counselors in the school. I think many schools have counselors as well for that, right? Then you've got rejoicing, celebrating the joy of parenting. Really celebrating the joy of parenting. Parenting is one of the most, I would say, in the era where everybody's ambitious, including the male and the female, father and the mother, it becomes a very big, I would say, guilt that pours in for the parents when they're not able to take care of the child and they prioritize work. And the moment they prioritize the child and not work, then again so it's like it's a vicious cycle of being always depressed in life, especially the people who became parents in 80s and 90s, because that's exactly the time when internet and all these things come, is the time when we are in. And they say joy of parenting. Come on, I don't agree with that. And student achievements, yes, still there are some really good things happening. It's actually not a burden. I'm just exaggerating the situation for the sake of the session. However, schools will actively encourage activities and moments that allow parents to bond with their children in the school environment. That's an important area. There are times when the children prefer to speak to the teachers rather than the parents. I think that is pretty well established these days. During my days of schooling, I used to be really scared. In spite of my father being my own class teacher, I used to be really scared to talk to the other teachers. However, I am able to find good number of students out there very confidently telling that I'm really comfortable with Uma ma'am. I'm really comfortable with the Aarti teacher, things like that. So yeah, that's next level confidence, I guess. So there was a small survey done actually for before launching the parenting calendar, where 13,000 parents across India participated. And Karnataka actually had the maximum responses, it seems, followed by Delhi, Odisha, Uttar Pradesh, and Rajasthan, with insights from Ladakh, Manipur, and Andhra as well, shaping views on education and development. What are the results? Look at this. So, parents wanted to have certain guidance in certain areas. You will find that 13.7% out of 13,000 parents felt that they want, a support on academic learning, how to teach science, how to teach maths. I am not able to do, and that is the reason I'm sending my children to uh, the tuition classes. I think that's a very good result that has come out, though it is marginally, the complete categorization is quite equal. However, that coming as the dominating factor plays an important role. I have seen the same thing happening with many parents who called me during my early days for tuitions, like, we are not able to teach because we do not know the subject. So supporting academic learning. Right after that, helping your child build social skills and relationships, guiding your child with patience and positive feedback, managing emotions, both your child's and your own. Right now, the trending terminologies are gentle parenting, warm parenting, calm parenting. All these things are coming into picture. There was an era where we used to have a brown color scale. You remember a brown scale? People call it as a brown scale, literally. It's a wooden scale, actually. A brown scale or a wooden scale that used to be there at every household. And that whatever formulation happened for everyone right now, I think a huge credit goes to that particular scale. 30 centimeter, you remember? I'm not sure if you have it still. If you have it, then you are a vintage home. Anyways, the point is setting rules, boundaries, and encouraging activities in this class or at home used to be dominated by that scale. But anyways, communicating effectively with your child was another important thing, especially at the adolescent area. Oh, you have it now. I don't have it. So basically, how to effectively communicate. And there are certain activities involved for that. They have given it in the following document. I'm going to share that with you. Then right after that, guiding your child with patience and positive feedback. So this is again, I remember many times parents shouting at their child that you're fit for nothing. Where will your future be? Look at your friends. But those words are not so very common right now these days. So even if there are such kind of scoldings happening to the students, we need to eradicate that. So saying no respectfully without causing conflict, both to the teachers, parents, and to the students. Time management and study habits. So these are some of the areas that the parents actually wanted some guidance through the parent teachers meeting. So parent teachers meeting, looking at this particular slide, we can very confidently say it is just not about what your child is doing. It is also about, as a parent, what you can do for your child. So that's a very good approach. And the moment a teacher can dominate a parent at this level, the parents become submissive altogether. I'm telling this to all those teachers who are thinking that my area parents are really not good listeners. It's just for that area. Yeah. Anyways, next is parent school collaboration increase करने के लिए. They came up with certain methods in this document saying that we need to have workshops and programs conducted. We need to have online resources and interactive activities for parents. We also need to have parent teachers communication and regular updates, personalized guidance and after school activities for students, and parent support groups. You'll see that 32.6% of the parents out of 13,000 parents said that we require workshops and programs. So keeping this particular survey in mind, the further document is designed. So what is the design? Look at this. In order to strengthen the bond of the parents and the teachers, according to parent calendar or parenting calendar in 2025, they have 6 types of meetings. Look at this, you'll definitely like it. The first one is orientation session, which generally happens in all the schools. It's like an induction program where generally a principal comes and speaks about what your students are, your children are going to get exposed to. They talk about we have got a robotics lab over here. They talk about we have PT periods definitely allocated, and it is not used for substitution. We have basketball ground over there. We've got max teacher who's 15 years experienced. Blah 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 blah. All these things happen. That is orientation session where one-to-one interaction doesn't really happen. However, meetings with the teacher can happen one-to-one, and that can be categorized into four areas. The first one is called as first time familiarization session. Now, here what's interesting is every class teacher can call all the parents of that particular class and they can have one common session where the number of parents drastically get reduced with respect to only one group. In that way, the parents and teachers can really get to know each other rather than having one day. So they mentioned that let's have first time familiarization session, and that can be common in nature. Second is need based session. Apart from regular PTM, let us have certain sessions where uh, need based session basically where apart from regular PTM, let us have. So my child is good at music. I would like to encourage music for my child. Is there any gradual way of introducing that, something like that? A parent can directly ask the teacher, class teacher, and then probably class teacher suggesting that why don't you go and talk to the music teacher. And then probably one of the academic years may the child says, ma'am, I have a music practice, and then you remember your parent told about it and you allow that particular child for go to music practice. That is with respect to need-based sessions. Right after that, you've got meetings for specific student needs. It could be the last point. Can you see this? Meetings with teachers for children with special needs, called as inclusive parenting. Though they mention about it separately, it actually comes under meetings with teachers as well. Apart from that, one-to-one meetings with subject teachers. Yeah, that's a common thing that always happens, and even now it is going on. Let's go forward. Second, the third point is meetings with principal, basically induction session and open house session. I really like some of the schools where the principals have directly put on the board that on Wednesday I'm open to meet the parents from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Without appointment. The parents can come in. This is a very good idea so that the parents can prepare. Wednesday, I can go and meet the principal directly and let me talk to him or her, whatever it is. Maybe we can have a mechanism where it's all about first come first serve basis, something like that, and the secretaries can allot the parents according to the people who have called or come to the school, something like that. So every Wednesday 10 a.m. to 1 a.m. Oh, if the school strength is really big, let us divide the principal into two categories. We've got two vice principals in the school or two coordinators in the school, and let's have an interaction, something like that. But one open house in which the parents can directly drop in to meet the leader or leadership team in a particular school. Good initiative, right? Yeah, let's go forward. Meetings with the counselors is another important area. Every school has got their own counselor. Now, there's a huge burden on the counselors in respective schools. I've heard from some counselors, though they're really good at it, they remember each and every name of each and every child in the school. And they have a proper sheet maintained for every child. They have a separate session with them. I'm not sure how many schools are able to manage that. If a school with what some 700 to 1000 student strength, then I think you'll be able to manage. But if it's more than that, beyond that, it's really difficult for a counselor to manage all those children. But they do that. They do that. Probably you can have two or three counselors in that case. But that again brings a lot of problems. There was a school where two counselors always used to argue on the style of counseling. Yeah, it was a very bad combination. But anyways, that's a rare scenario according to me. So meetings with principals, induction session, open house right after the meeting with counselors. Special PTM is basically a very interesting area. Group specific meetings for the parents of children with shared interest. That means I've got these children who are all interested in dance. So all the parents whose child is interested in dance, let's have a meeting, something like that. All the parents whose children are interested in cricket for that matter. So why do we say this? These are asked to the children, like children who are interested in music, who are interested in dance or cricket for that matter. Please, they fill up the form and based on it, the parents are called. And sometimes it has been even now a scenario where the parents try to discourage the interested area of a child and they request them to focus more on academics. Such kind of meetings can help parents realize that it is not only their child, there are many other parents sitting along with me for this. It's important for all the parents to turn up actually. Just imagine only one parent turning up and rest of them never came. So the mindset will completely change. But anyways, that's a good initiative. Parent support groups for the parents to share resources and ideas. Now this is also common actually. For example, one of the parents actually designed a system for yoga for schools or for school students. That can be shared with other parents, right? That can happen with parent peer groups. That can help the parents in growing their business as well. It's completely fine. Yeah, the school should help a little bit on that regard. Meetings with teachers for children with special needs, inclusive parenting. That's it. So these are the types of parent teachers meetings that are highlighted in this particular document. Let me show you. This is how this document looks like, teachers. Am I there at the last page? So you can have a flick book like this. I'll share this link with everyone, and then we'll talk about this in detail. So based on the circular, where is the circular? Where is the circular? Did I click on it? Wait a minute. Great. So you'll be able to see this. So this is the circular, and you can even click on this YouTube link where CBSE actually spoke about in a brief manner on the intention of this particular parent teachers meeting. I'm just sharing the link on the chat right away for everybody's reference immediately. Okay. Okay. Come on. Yeah, you got that. You got that. Okay. Great. Now let me go forward with the presentation. We are almost done over here. So right after this, now comes the interactive activities. Apart from the types of parent teachers meeting, they talk about parental workshops, where one of the topics related to nursery is early childhood development and habit formation. It's very important for an expert to take this session, probably the HOD of nursery department, but please do take it. Teachers, are you coming across parents who ask the child to start writing even before they turn 3 years of age? Say, for example, the parents will hold the fingers of the children and they will make them write. Actually, it's a very bad thing. By the time the child is in, nursery or pre-KG for that matter, it's highly, recommended or advised not to really encourage a particular way of holding the pencil or a pen. So it's like my child is really fast in speaking, my child is really fast in understanding things, my child might be fast in writing as well. So let me teach them how to write so that when they go to the school, they are the first in the class. No, that's actually bad. That's actually bad. Yeah, I am. It's scientific. So in fact, it directly leads to this point called as habit formation. So one of the sessions of habit formation was also related to, say, what is it called as magic words, right? Sorry, please, and thank you. Okay, and it had a very beautiful effect. So the children were taught by the parents to say thank you whenever they are, given with something, or whenever they receive something which makes them happy. That's thank you. And next is sorry and please. So the same thing was done. So these children, they're all nursery. They'll simply go and beat the parents and say sorry. Did you understand? So right now, at this particular age category, sorry, thank you, and please is more like a mechanism. It's not really empathetic in nature. I'll repeat it. It's a mechanism and it's not empathetic. You should talk to the counselors, and you'll get a very clear picture of this particular thing. So it's like, oh, excuse me, too. Yeah. Sorry, please, thank you is really good. But over the period of time, it becomes more like a mechanism and not really from the bottom of the heart. Not that, I'm somewhere telling that let's not do it. No, but just the realization that it's actually mechanical. That'll give a very good scope for the parents if they know about it, that let us try to teach them empathy for that matter. For example, you felt very happy about it, right? So what are you going to say right now? Thank you, something like that, rather than asking the child to say thank you. I hope you got the point. So I was very fascinated with that observation made by one of the early childhood care and early childhood care and development trainer, That was a good one. Parental guidance and emotional well-being. It is all about SEL. This particular age category is the place where the children go to the school for the first time, or a place where they're away from the parents. So there is a separation anxiety happening, and unfortunately, at this particular time, the children actually start becoming introvert. They were excited all their life so far, like 4 years, 3 years. They used to talk really a lot in the home, but the moment they started going to schools, they stopped talking much. See, this is not a sign of negative effect as such. Just because somebody's not talking doesn't mean that they are not really happy or something like that. Definitely a point to be concerned about, but it's not completely negative as such, as per few doctors. But the point here is anxiety, separation anxiety, and what are the methods with which you can gradually allow the child to, be there at the school. Then managing screen time, another importance area. Even now, I'm able to see so many parents giving the phone to the students and feeding them, or asking them to watch some cartoons. More than cartoons, it's the cinema, and then feeding. In fact, I would still go at some psychologists say that, clinical psychologists, the cinema is still okay, the picture is completely fine, but the cartoons kind of avoid it. Especially the cocoa melon is not really suggested at this age category, nursery. Yeah, and there was a whole movie altogether on this called as क्या कहते हैं उसका? Inside Out. I think you might know about it. Exactly. Oh, that's great. That's great. You're right. Newspaper is a good idea. Kindergarten, emotional intelligence and positive discipline. Yeah, it's like teaching emotional regulation, raising happy children, resilience, and managing tantrums with positive strategies. What positive strategy can you do? You can do. Okay, you can do. I thought nothing can be done. I thought having the stick, carrot and stick is the best method, karke, but it's actually not. It's like making sure they are getting diverted towards something positive, not really exaggerating or glorifying. Sometimes what happens is a child does something very new for the first time. Though it is wrong, you get excited about it and you probably laugh about it. For example, a child pulling the hair of a teacher, and the other teacher suddenly laughs about it. This child notices that, and the child thinks that that action is actually making other people happy. I'm getting recognized. So that becomes a habit right after that. So yeah. Anyways, let's go forward. I will not get into those topics in detail right now. We'll have separate Super Sunday sessions on all those things. Navigating early development and parenting challenges, like understanding learning styles, early literacy and numeracy, nutrition, hygiene, self-care, playful learning, setting technology boundaries, like having a separate screen for the children, etc. These are some very good workshop topics for schools to have with the parents. Let's go forward and understand for grades 1 and 2. Fostering a love for reading and learning. This is exactly the time where stories and morals play an important role. Positive discipline and social skills, like making sure that the child is away from the parents for some time and they spend time with their grandparents, probably a day or two, and they should be, not really be worried. They should feel safe about it, something like that. Right after that, developing problem solving and critical thinking for grade 3 to 5, challenging tasks, puzzles, games. All these come under 3 to 5, grades 3 to 5, 8 to 10 years of age, managing peer pressure and friendship. Today she's my best friend, tomorrow he's my best friend. So that happens a lot in grade 3 to 5 category. This is the time when the students one day, mom is my best friend, no, dad is my best friend, something like that. Building digital resilience and independence. Now this is very important. Online safety, like making sure that the children are not really looking at uh, you watching the YouTube videos or you being on Instagram. Yeah, it's like you just disconnect for the betterment of your child. You got them right, sacrifice that. It's like that. 6 to 8 is really important area where the topics which are supposed to be spoken to parents importantly is understanding adolescence and emotional changes. Even now many parents believe that the way they were brought up, the way their upbringing was, is exactly the right way, and whatever they are today in their life is the perfect embodiment of the perfect parenting. No, no, it's very important for all the teachers and the parents who are watching this to realize that everybody grows old. And just because somebody grew old doesn't mean whatever they speak is right. It's really important. Adolescent age is the most crucial for a particular man or a woman's life to nurture their future thinking skills and everything related to whatever happens in life. Adolescent age is the right age. Maybe bullying or maybe good habits or anything. So This is the most crucial area. So navigating hormonal, cognitive, emotional shifts while fostering resilience, independence, and self-awareness. In fact, attaining puberty and making the girl sit in a separate room just because she got her periods for the first time doesn't really send the right message to her. She gets panicked about it. It's very important to tell her it's completely fine. We have a ritual, we have a culture in which this is practiced. This has got nothing to do with our affection towards you. It's completely fine. You can question us as much as you want a little later, but right now let's do this, something like that. Anyways, though I don't advocate that. Managing peer pressure and digital safety, social influence, cyberbullying. This is very important because the parents need to be more aware about these areas. Fostering independence and academic responsibility. Not a very great topic as per my understanding, but time management, self discipline, goal setting, understanding personal growth. I feel these are all more important in grade 9 to 10 category. So there they have got managing exam stress and academic expectations. Trust me, this exam stress is actually not as much as it used to be during my school days. If the parents or the students say it's exam stress, not at all. Not at all. Come on, not at all. You are given a lot of options. In fact, the question paper also has multiple choice questions. You just need to think and answer. That's it. Anyways, building resilience and handling distractions, very important area at grade 9 and 10 level. Open conversations and responsible choices, working on parent child communication, discussing relationship, consent, and safety. So, these are all certain topics under grade 9 to 10 for the parents. Let's go forward for 11th and 12th. They say navigating exam stress and time management. I think the children are able to manage this. This is very important. Career roadmap 2030. So, what are the areas that the children should be exposed to? Just because they play games doesn't really mean that they are getting affected by it in a negative manner. It can be a positive impact as well. Building resilience and emotional well-being is supporting teens through emotional challenges. Yeah, they get into relationships. They are like they consider somebody who's a best friend to be probably the life partner at this particular age, and they come up with all these thoughts to the parents. If they come up with to the parents, that means so far you've been very successful being a parent, something like that. If they've come to you, to the teachers, saying that, ma'am, I'm facing so, that means you've been really successful in being a good teacher, something like that. Anyways, let's go forward. Let's go forward. Finally, the last part of the session is with respect to the bonding activities. Yeah, even you have to counsel. Wait, let me show you something. Uh, Great. Uh, where is it? So parent-child bonding activities के लिए they gave certain list of activities in the same document. Intergenerational and family bonding. I really like this. Grandparents Day, Parents Day, storytelling sessions to foster deep family connections and a sense of belonging. I'll tell you, there was a school, a residential school. I'm forgetting actually in Pune area. I'm forgetting. So that particular school used to have this habit of monthly movies with the parents. So you need to come to the school. There's a very big auditorium, and sometimes it's open as well. They put a screen, and the child needs to bring the parents to watch the movie. They won't reveal the name of the movie because if they reveal, many parents do not turn up. So it's the duty of the child to bring the parents and the grandparents, make sure they all come so that they can watch the movie together. One day it's for sixth standard, for seventh standard, something like that, and everybody comes. It's a simple way of making sure that the parents and grandparents and the child, they're all traveling together. They're coming to the school, going back the same time. It's not really about the movie. It's about everything else that's associated with that. A dinner probably right after that. Yeah, I really like that. Creative and sensory engagement, art, music, storytelling, sports meets. This is happening all the time. Mostly annual day functions. So parents are also called, right? Or validatory functions. I think this is already happening to a large extent. With respect to kindergarten, interactive and playful learning, like puzzle solving, the parents sit along with the child and they do the activities. STEM activities, music, dance sessions, all these where the parents are also involved. Parent child engagement and life skills. It's like activities like hygiene relay says, I can do it. Self help task, mindfulness exercises, who will wash the hands properly, such kind of things. I think life skills basically. Very good activities for kindergarten. Let's go and understand what they've mentioned for grade 1 and 2. 1 and 2, it's outdoor learning and exploration. Nature walks, sports days. Do you know about deer programs? Drop everything and read. It's called as deer. drop everything and read program to build a sense of connection with the environment and family. So the child has to sit on the lap of a father or a mother. They open a book and they read together. This I'm not sure how many of the parents are able to do this in the nights, but according to clinical psychologists, it's really a good practice for the parents to read. Then games and STEM challenges. STEM challenges is all about science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, like Coco, Kabaddi, art projects, parent-child STEM activities to strengthen teamwork and belonging. Grade 1 and 2. Maybe an aeroplane. You make an aeroplane or something like that. Maybe you make a boat and put it on the tub of water. These are some interesting activities. Grades 3 to 5, parent-child, do it yourself science day. It's common in schools. Cultural and creative activities, quite common in schools, especially the school trips that they talk about over here. Role reversal day. Do you do this? Children teach parents a new skill or a subject, fostering mutual respect and belonging. Nice, no? I'm not sure how many of the schools do it, but I really want to implement it if I'm there in any school. Something like that. Grade 6 to 8, skill swap. Same thing, but here in this case, reverse learning sessions on coding, music, or academics. It's like in case of Dear, drop everything and read. The parents are reading for the children, something like that. And here in this case, the children are reading for the parents. That's why it's called a skill swap. Nice, huh? Parent collaboration session. It's like parents share their experiences to foster mutual bonding and understanding. Vision board activity, where parents and students work together to set personal, academic, and extracurricular goal. Sixth, seventh, may just imagine you sit with your child and prepare a map on which you set them. Oh, you want to become so and so in life? If you want to become so and so in life, I think we might require this. Let's Google about it. Parent and the child both are doing it simultaneously, and they make a note of it. Vision board, and this can be stuck on probably the children's room in your home. Yeah, somewhere. Yeah. Then innovative challenges and activities. It's all about they design a STEM activity or boot camp, summer camps where the parent takes the child on a trip, something like that. So that's basically innovative challenge and activity. It's like miscellaneous. They just put that over there. I'm interested in 9 to 12. What are the activities that could be done? Parent mentors and career exploration. Yeah, most parents right now they do that. Take the child to a career counseling session or somewhere, and right after that, outdoor learning and digital detox. Okay, I have seen this in even some serials. They mention about it. Today it's Monday, so no mobile phones, no TV, no computers, not even a single electronic item which has got a screen. Basically, should be present with any of us. So even the mother and the father, the rule is strict. Everybody put the phones inside the locker and close it. Something like that. Digital detox, at least for 6 hours a day. So yeah, that's something. And there is this trending activity in Bangalore called as stargazing. I'm not sure how many of you know this. Let me. Great. So stargazing karke, there's multiple companies, who do this. Where there are stargazing events karke. If I put, no, we'll get a lot of events coming actually. See, Bangalore Astronomy Club karke hai, and they keep doing this. Summer vacation is coming up. I would really encourage all the parents out there, if you're a parent, or tell this to your parents that why don't you take your child to stargazing? I think it will be a very refreshing experience. So, outdoor learning and digital detox. Then, parental participation in performing arts and visual arts events and activities. This is also quite common and happening in many scenarios. Grades 11 and 12, parents as mentors and industry experts. For example, I remember my father taking me to the company of one of his students. So his student was an entrepreneur at that particular time, and Sagar Brush karke is a very big entrepreneur right now. And maybe when I was in 11th standard, when I went there and when I saw him the way he was working, maybe that paved. I do not know if it has got an effect or not, but I very strongly believe it has a role to play in my today's characteristics. So 11th and 12th is a time of talking less, where the parents talk less to the children and show more. I think that has to be a very serious point to be taken. So parents as mentors and industry experts, where they take the children to a certain area. Financial literacy challenge, understanding what is actually FD, understanding how much a father earns, and make a balance or data sheet out of it. All these are very good activities for 11th and 12th standard student with the parents. Valuing wellness and family. A question like a debate among the family members on what is more important, emotional decisions or intellectual decisions. And you can't really have a proper conclusion over here, but the debate should happen. So, who wants to prioritize emotions over intellectuality, or who wants to prioritize intellectuality over emotions? Kind of like this topic a lot. I would request all of you to explore as well. So, these are the activities as prescribed by this particular document. I would like to share the link of this flip book with everyone on the chat right away. The insights with parenting calendar about the dates and regulations, they have not mentioned anything right now, but I very strongly believe that this is going to be there. This is going to be there. They'll talk about the activities with the calendar. That means it has to be June, July, something like that. I'm waiting for it. I found the topics they gave for activities to be quite interesting, which encouraged us to take this activity right now, considering the oncoming summer vacations. Anyways, some schools do not have leaves, and you are all scolding me right now. It's like jale pe namak mat chitko, something like that. But anyways, that brings me to the end of the session today, teachers, on parenting calendar. I hope you got an insight on what CBC is speaking about. Remember, today's reflection form will not have any questions. This is basically just an explanation of an important CBC circular. That's the reason the session happened right now. So thank you so much. Great interacting with one and all. An important week for me. I would like to meet you again in the next Super Sunday workshop with another interesting topic. Until then, Jai Hind. Thank you so much, teachers. Thank you so much. If there are any queries, you can put it on the chat and you can tell about all those activities that you do as a teacher for parent teachers meeting in the school. Please put it on the chat if possible. I mean, oh, very common in Delhi. Oh, is that so? I didn't know that. Stargazing, right? Okay, one parent a week. Wow. Okay. 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 Oh, you have got 2 days stargazing already. Okay. You organize stargazing. That's great. Oh, yes, that's right. Lot of efforts are taken to detox employees digitally. You're right. You're right. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much, teachers. Deepthi, ma'am. Thank you. Anisa, ma'am. Thank you so much. I'll remember that. Thank you so much. Quite encouraging, Mamta, ma'am. Rupa, ma'am. Thank you, Shobna, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you so much, Bharati, ma'am. Shweta, ma'am. Thank you so much. Sangamitra, ma'am. Thank you for joining. Thank you, Yvonne. Thank you so much. Thank you, Rashika, ma'am. Many certificates are yet not dispatched, teachers, for the last weeks. It will be done today or tomorrow. क्वेश्चन आंसर आज नहीं है वंदना मैम. Correct. Thank you, Swapna ma'am. Oh, you've got theme-based PTM. Oh, wow. Theme as in the age category, nursery, something like that. Oh, inviting parents for conducting sessions is a good idea, right? Even they missed it. Okay. Thank you, Dolly ma'am, Kavita ma'am, Sujata ma'am. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, धन्यवाद, Suman ma'am. Thank you so much. Vibhuti ma'am, thank you. Thank you. Krishnaveni ma'am, thank you. Oh, staybacks also happen, right? Oh, I didn't put my laptop to charge at all today. Thank you, Anjali ma'am. Ruby ma'am, thank you so much. No, my parent is a good activity. Thank you, Dhananjay sir, Subhash sir, Rekha ma'am, Rashika ma'am. Mamta ma'am, talk to the parents. There's no other option. Children are extremely rigid these days. But that's okay. That's what probably we are born in this era only to manage those students. And I remember certain teachers' dialogues say, मेरे नसीब में नहीं है तुम्हें सिखाना, like it's not there in my fate to teach you. You're wrong. आप ही के नसीब में है वो. It's only in your fate. This, otherwise you wouldn't be there. When the teachers get frustrated, now the way they show the frustration is extremely unique. I don't know. Thank you, Madhvi ma'am. Thank you, Kaustav sir. Thank you. Great. Yeah, you will, Joita ma'am. You will. Certificate of participation for this. Thank you, Parna ma'am. Thank you so much. I would request everybody, Kokoli ma'am, thank you so much, to please join one regularity activity to upgrade and upskill yourself. Super Sunday is just one of them. There are many other channels who keep conducting all such informative workshops. Subscribe to that respective channel so that you get regular updates. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Komal ma'am. Thank you so much. Another Super Sunday. Yeah, thank you so much. Great. Oh, thank you, Sujata ma'am. Means a lot. Great. Manisha ma'am, thank you. Thank you. Oh, Nisha ma'am. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Sunita ma'am. Thank you so much. Jayashree ma'am, thank you. Oh, that's your learning. Parents and children together, right? Oh, Minu ma'am. Lot to learn from you. Thank you, Surikanta sir. Correct. Deepa ma'am, you're right. It's like yeah, I remember going to some schools where during the PTM they display their exhibits, maybe on abacus or robotics. That's a good idea, yeah. Shilpa ma'am, yeah, there's going to be a session on that as well. We'll talk about it. Great, Bina ma'am. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you, Mamta ma'am. Thank you, Dr. Neva. Good to see you. Great. So let's close for the day, teachers. Credit framework is definitely going to be another session, Shashwati ma'am. I'm just waiting for one update on National Credit Framework. So National Credit Framework was piloted by many schools, but the result of the pilot is yet not available. Last year, many schools had taken it up, especially some army public schools. I remember Atomic Energy Center schools, some private schools as well. I'm really waiting for knowing what exactly happened in that pilot. So thank you. Thank you so much, teachers. Chalo, let me close for the day. I would like to meet you all again in another interesting workshop, teachers, in the next Super Sunday. Thank you, Sunita ma'am, for that. Have a Super Sunday with your family, teachers. It's very less time that we get with them. Thank you so much. I'll meet you again. Bye, everyone.